Okay, so some adaptation we should be knowing. I already explained you these terms. Okay, so some adaptation we will see in North American desert. There is a kangaroo rat, and in this desert there is no water. So, in to survive in less water, this rat developed a specific ability. So, just by the oxidation of fat, it produce its own water, and he don't need any external source of water. So, one ability the kangaroo rat is having just by oxidation of fat. Like fat is present in everyone's body, like we all also have fat in our body. So this kangaroo rat has ability to produce water from that fat. So this is one adaptation, and the other adaptation is to concentrate urine. If urine will be less, automatically water will be saved. So this is adaptation of kangaroo rat in to survive in desert. Next, some more adaptation. For this adaptation is also for desert. Like why the plants in desert have some specific morphology, have some specific attributes. It's because all those attributes help them to survive in desert. Now, for example, presence of thick cuticle. Cuticle means a layer over the leafy structure. Means if this is leaf, then there is will be a layer. So this is known as cuticle. So thick cuticle on leaf surface. So what do you think? What is the purpose of this thick cuticle?
Maybe to save the plant from heat.
Yeah, exactly. To save the plant from heat. Because in desert there is so much heat, there is so much sunlight. So if there will be no cuticle, the plant will be destroyed, the leaf will be destroyed because of extreme sunlight, because of extreme heat. So presence of thick cuticle, sunken stomata. So stomata are porous structure that are present in leaf in order to absorb the oxygen and uh, excrete the water. So in desert plant, the stomata is not present in the surface of leaf. Like in normal plant, stomata is present in the surface. So here stomata is sunken. It's inside a structure. So minimize water loss through transpiration. Next, CAM photosynthetic pathway. This is very much important. CAM metabolism, crustacean acid metabolism, but you don't need to remember the full form. Just CAM photosynthetic pathway. So usually you have heard don't sit under a tree in night. Have you heard that? Like we should not sit under a tree in night.
Yes, sir. They release our carbon dioxide.
Yeah, and the reason behind it is
Don't know.
the reason behind this is that plant usually do photosynthesis in the morning light. Like most of the plants except these desert plants, most of the plants they do photosynthesis in the daytime. So while during photosynthesis they are producing oxygen, but this desert plant they do not do photosynthesis in daytime, they do photosynthesis in the night time. So that's why they don't need to open their stomata in the daytime, because if stomata will be open in the daytime, more water will be lost because of excessive heat. So what they do, they close their stomata in the daytime and open their stomata in the night time so that oxygen will come through that stomata, and sorry, carbon dioxide will come through that stomata, and they will do photosynthesis and they will release oxygen. Next,
Sir, what is
yes.
stomata?
Stomata is a hole-like structure. In leaf, there are small holes. These are known as stomata. The function of stomata is to receive carbon dioxide from atmosphere and exhale oxygen and also excrete water vapor.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And some desert plants like Aponcia, they don't have leaves at all. So no leaves means no water loss through transpiration, no water loss through stomata. So how they are doing photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is important to produce food from sunlight. So how they are doing? They are doing photosynthesis by their stem.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, why is it harmful in the night time to living under the tree? Means I know you explain means in daytime trees are producing oxygen because they are doing photosynthesis. But
Yeah.
why is it harmful in night time? Means photosynthesis process is not there. Means is they are releasing carbon dioxide or
Yeah. Now see why they are doing photosynthesis just to produce food. Okay. And in night time, what happens? There is no production of food. So how they will survive? In night time, they are using that food. Similarly, plants are behaving like us in night time. They are using the food they prepared in daytime, and while using the food, while using that glucose, carbon dioxide is released. So now imagine how much carbon dioxide will be released by the whole plant.
okay, sir. Means we got means only human beings, only animals beings they are not producing carbon dioxide. Plants also producing carbon dioxide. That
Yeah,
I did.
plants are also producing in night time, but some plants are there which in night time also they do photosynthesis and they produce very low carbon dioxide and high oxygen in night time also, like people. So
Yes.
these they produce oxygen both the time. Okay. Next, some adaptation. As I already told you, if we will go upward the mountain, what will happen? The oxygen will decrease.
Reduce.
So that decreased oxygen can cause headache, can cause weakness, can cause fatigue, and some more issue because of low oxygen. So if you are from a hilly area or if you are residing in a hilly area for some time, for like if you have been there for some time, then slowly your body will start producing more RBC, red blood cells. Because oxygen is low, then our body will try to utilize the whole oxygen that is available there. For that whole more RBC means more transport of oxygen from lungs. So this is also one of the adaptation in people living in hilly area. Next, biotic factor. So biotic factor are living organism in a ecosystem. Next. Okay, so this all producers, consumer, this we will study in detail. Biotic factor are the living and once living component of an ecosystem. Those animals who exist in an ecosystem are biotic component. Okay, so biotic component, one term is very much important, population. What is this population? So population, actually you all have some general knowledge about this term population, but what exactly population is? So population is a group of individual of same species. Means you are talking about a group of same species. First condition is that the individual should be of same species. Second condition is living in a given geographical area, share or compete for similar resources, and potentially reproduce. So what is the what are the features of a population? First is we will only consider those individuals in population who are of same species, like population of humans. Next is given geographical area. Like for example, we can ask what is the population of India, means those all individuals of human species that are living in India, and we are also sharing or competing for similar resources. We all are competing for jobs. We all are sharing the land between us, water between us, river between us, and potentially reproduce. They reproduce in them to produce new offspring. Offspring. So this is characteristic of population. Population ecology is an important area of ecology as it links ecology to population, genetics, and evolution. So population ecology. Ecology is the study of ecosystem in which we are studying about whole ecosystem. But a part of ecology in which we are only studying about population, that is known as population ecology. Okay. Next is birth rate. So birth rate is per capita birth rate, means per individual how many birth take place in an area. It is known as birth rate. So I will just show you birth rate and death rate. Okay, sex ratio and okay, these three terms I will explain. Okay, first one is birth rate. So birth rate can be calculated as per capita, means per individual how much the birth rate. So if 20 individuals are there in a population and there is 4 new birth. So what will be the birth rate per capita? Just divide the number of birth with total number of individuals. So birth rate is 0.2 capita per year. For example, these 4 births took place in per year. Again, if there is a population of 300 people and 30 births, 30 new individual born in last 1 year. So what will be the per capita birth rate?
0.1.
0.1. Just divide the birth by total number of individual. So it will be 0.1. Now, second is per thousand, means how many per thousand birth rate. Means how many birth individual are getting born to per thousand people. So how you will calculate this? Just calculate per capita birth rate and multiply it by 1000. So what will be the per thousand birth rate here?
100, sir.
Yeah, 100. Very good. Again, just we will take one more example. For example, 5 individuals are there. 5 people or 5 children born in last year, and the total population is 400. So what will be the per thousand birth rate?
Zero 0.8, sir.
It will be per capita birth rate. Now, how we will calculate per thousand birth rate? Just we will multiply it by
800.
1000. Okay, 5 upon 400 and multiply by it by 1000. So it will be around 12.5. So per capita per thousand birth rate is 12.5. Understood? Any confusion in this?
Sir, can you explain it again? I'm not get it, sir.
Okay, you understood how to calculate per capita birth rate?
Yes, means total population divided by per capita, I think.
No. How to calculate per capita birth rate? Just you need to write number of birth, 5 children born, divide it by total population. So you will get per capita birth rate. Now multiply it by 1000, you will get per thousand birth rate. And it will be 12.5. Okay. Similar thing with death rate, number of individual died per capita, or number of individuals died per 1000 people. Next is sex ratio. So what is sex ratio? It is ratio of male to female or female to male. So while we were discussing DI, we already know like what is the ratio. If you are writing ratio of male to female, and it is 12:6. So males are 12 and females are 6. Their ratio is 12:6. So this is all about sex ratio. Okay.
Sir,
Next. Yeah.
I have a question, sir,
Yeah.
about sex ratio. Sir,
Yes.
like how we calculate sex ratio, what I know is like if in any country, suppose in India, females are in less comparatively to male, so पर 1000 के बेस पे हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं ना सर, ऐसा कुछ है क्या? लाइक 1000 लड़कों में कितनी लड़कियां हैं, ऐसा कुछ? Is it that, sir?
Yeah. This is also a way. Just like birth rate or death rate, there are two ways to calculate sex ratio. One is per capita. Okay, means per male, how many females are there? And the next one is per thousand. On 1000 males, how many females will be there? So both the ways are there. Just like we calculate birth rate, similarly, you can also go for sex ratio.
So what is this 12:6, sir?
Okay, 12:6 is 12 males are there and 6 females are there. This is most simplified ratio. Now see, this is male ratio female, okay? And this is 12:6. So males are 12 part and females are 6 part. So just write this 12/6. Now you want to calculate on 1000 males how many females are there. So for this you need to make this 12 what? thousand
Yeah.
for to find that you need to make this 12,000. So how to make this 12,000? You will multiply it by just
1000.
no, just divide this 12 by divide 1,000 by this 12. Around 83. So if you will divide this 12 by 83, 1,000 will come. But if you are multiplying something in numerator, you have to multiply the same number in denominator. So just solve it. 6 3s are 18, 6 8s are 48, 49. So in 1,000 males, how many female you got? 498. So this is also a way, but it's little confusing. So I was skipping this. If like it is in your understanding, then it's good. But uh, just you can understand it like in 1,000 males there are 498 female, and here it is for every 12 male, 6 female are there. Yes. Any question?
Sir, is it for like worldwide calculation? Like
Ah,
whole world is calculating this way only?
yeah, whole world is calculating in the two aspects, per capita or per thousand. And many countries are also calculating on the basis of per 100, that is known as percentage only. So different ways to calculate the thing, but thing will be same. If you will say like this 12:6, it is already saying 498 female out of 1,000 male. Just different way of expression.
Okay, sir. So one more question. Sorry, sir, I'm asking too much questions. But what if country has same number of male and female then?
And it's very good.
Then we don't need to calculate it, right?
No, it's not like that. See, why we are calculating this? Just to get an idea.
Okay.
We have population census. We have population census in every after every 10th year. We have population census like 2011, 2021. It was supposed to happen, but because of COVID, it got postponed. So after that population census, we calculate just to know how our population is going, how many females are there, is just to find whether people are supporting girls or not, whether the female feticide it's happening or not. We need to calculate this. But if the sex ratio is around 1,000 means or 1:1, both are similar only, 1,000 females on 1,000 males or 1:1, then it's very good. It means people are now giving equal importance to girl child and boy child. If it is more than 1,000, it means girls are more than boys. So first we calculate, then we decide on the basis of that calculation.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So next is age pyramid. So age pyramid have three things: pre-reproductive, reproductive, and post-reproductive. Pre-reproductive means here children will be more, then adults will be after that, and the old person will be very less. So this is way of expression. Three things are there. Okay, just a minute. One is pre-reproductive. pre-reproductive, post-reproductive, and reproductive population. So if this population, like pre-reproductive means childrens who are before reproductive age. Reproductive means adult who are actively in a reproducing age, and post-reproductive means old person. So for example, these are very much in numbers, these are less than children's, and these are least in number. So how we will draw? These are more in number, so at the bottom always children will be there. So these are more, and reproductive are less than children, so we will make a box smaller than children, adults. And old age person are less than adults, so we will make a small box for old age person. So graph you will draw like this. Now if I will draw like this, children, adult, old age. So which age is having highest population?
Old age population is have more
Old age. And then
adult.
then children. Now see, this population after some time, the population will increase or decrease.
Old age decrease and children.
See, children are more than older people. Adults are more than older people. After some time, these children will become active reproductive population, and this old person will die. So these children will produce more. If you will just assume the birth rate of 1 or 2, then these children will produce more offspring than this old person. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Can you repeat it, sir?
So this is known as expanding population. One example of expanding population. Are India, in which most of the individual are in adult age or are in children age. So the population is expanding population. It will increase. Next, see this population. After some time, these old individual will die, and these children or these adult will only be able to give birth to new offspring, but that will not be equal to this old population because this is very much. So slowly this population will reduce. It's known as declining population. One example of this declining population,
China.
yeah, China is one of that. Japan. So these two are kind of declining population. Next is stable population. Stable population means where there is the old age, adults and children are of almost similar numbers. Next is density. So density is number of individual living in per unit area, and that unit area is per kilometer square. Means we will draw a box of 1 kilometer. It's this line will be 1 kilometer, this will be of 1 kilometer, this of will be of 1 kilometer, this also will of 1 kilometer. So what is the number of individual living inside this box of 1 kilometer in any country will be the density of that country, or will be the density of that state. So number of individual of a species per unit area or per unit volume is known as population density. Okay, understood.
Yes, sir.
Next. Okay, actually, I'm getting call again and again from PhD office. So can we do this class in evening? Are you free in evening anytime?
When, sir?
Around 6:30.
Sir, 7 o'clock we have quiz, I think. Yes.
6
So
should be
can
fine, sir.
okay, 6 we will do, then we will continue this by 6.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.